What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna do an entire fucking rendition here because, well, I mean, you heard my voice. It's. Anyway, the point is, Scooby-Doo has been a long time favorite of mine. Like, general favorite. Like, my favorite cartoon of all time is the original Scooby-Doo series. And, because I have such a history with it, I guess whenever people always ask me, like, what's your dream collab with Dead by Daylight, it's always Scooby Doo. But I've never wanted. I've never wanted like them to try to like bring a monster from Scooby Doo into the game and like try to build something like that and then have like Freddy or Shaggy or something as a survivor. Like, you know how massive the chapter would have to be if they tried to make actual characters out of Scooby Doo. Like that would be Dead by Daylight's biggest chapter ever. They'd have to choose like two or three of the monsters, like the more iconic ones, and then they would have to like add all five of the. How would they even had Scooby? You know what I mean? So I don't want that. I want a cosmetic collaboration because I'm not broke enough. So without further ado, I thought I would go down the list really quick and tell you guys which survivors I think would look the coolest, or which characters I think would look the coolest with which cosmetics. I chose 5 survivors and 5 killers. So yeah, and there's more down below. There's so many cool characters in Scooby-Doo history that it's so hard because like I could literally like sit down and like I'm gonna do like the 5 main casts, but like I could sit down and be like, and then I want this person as this hex girl and this person is that hex girl and then I want this person as Scrappy and things like that. It's like I could do this for hours, guys, but I'm gonna try not to take up too much of your time. So very first cosmetic, I want Vittorio to have a Fred cosmetic. Fred generally has very broad shoulders, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever noticed this, but Vittorio's shoulders are also very broad. I don't think any other survivor has like the frame and even the hair that would fit Vittorio very well. I also think the white shirt with the orange ascot on Vittorio would look hilarious, and also Vittorio with blonde hair would be funny. Next up, I thought Kate as Daphne. This was such a hard one because I was bouncing between Kate and Yoon Jin as Daphne. Actually, no. The more I think about it, I think not Yoon Jin, Yui. Yui would be great. No. I changed my answer. Yui as Daphne would fucking slap. Yui as Daphne would be amazing. Yui already likes purple. She already has the long hair. Oh, dude, Yui in a Daphne cosmet. Oh, oof. That one actually might make me sweat a little bit. Now this one will make me sweat, and that is Jane as Velma. Jane would be amazing as Velma. I don't think there's any other. So like with Fred, I considered between Vittorio and Felix. I just thought Felix would be a bit too obvious and Vittorio would be more funny. And then I just changed my mind for Daphne from Kate to Yui. But as Velma, I can't think of any others that would fit Velma so perfectly than Jane. Perhaps Thalita? Maybe? I think Jane fits Velma better. And then as Shaggy, I didn't really know. You know, there's not a lot of lanky characters for survivors, so Ace was like my only thought. I've tried to think of other ones, but like Ace is just the main one that I think would do well as Shaggy. And then finally, Dwight as Scooby. I mean, who else were we gonna use? Like, I dare you to tell me anybody else who would rock a Scooby-Doo onesie like fucking Dwight would. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Dwight's got to get the Scooby onesie. Moving on to killers. The first one that popped in my head immediately was Knight as, well, the Black Knight. The Black Knight is one of the most iconic Scooby-Doo villains. So obviously we got to give Knight some love. I know ZM Pixie is in the comment section going, and being excited like she does. So yeah, I think Knight as the Black Knight would be cool. Then the next four were actually kind of hard to like get through. Like there's one that's very obvious, but like the other ones were kind of difficult. So the first one I came up with was the Hag as the Phantom Virus from the Cyber Chase movies. I thought that would be really cool. I tried to incorporate other Scooby-Doo movies, but like there's not really like it's hard to do like main villains. The Cyber Chase movie was one of the mainstay, one of the ones that had like an actual tangible like main villain, that was a monster. Alien Invaders and the Witch's Ghost both had mainstay villains, but Alien Invaders was a human, and the Witch's Ghost, I suppose you could have used the actual Witch's Ghost. They probably could have given that to Nurse maybe. But again, it was kind of too human for my liking for this collab, so that's why I went ahead and went with Hag as the Phantom Virus. Next up, I was looking through Scooby-Doo villains instead of looking through killers. I was looking through villains and seeing which one stuck out to me. The Demon was actually a pretty interesting one. He's not as iconic as some of the other villains. I was also thinking about doing. I was also thinking about trying to find one for the astronaut ghost, the space ghost, but I couldn't think of anyone, so I went ahead and went with the Demon for Oni. I think that one's pretty obvious, but I think it would also be kind of cool. The next one was kind of easy, was Ghost Clown for the Clown. I don't think we can argue that one. Ghost Clown for the Clown's pretty easy to implement. Would look pretty badass. And finally, I wanted to put I spent like an hour and a half looking at the killers, trying to figure out who I wanted to be the Creeper. The Creeper is like like I said, Black Knight's one of the most iconic. The Creeper is the most iconic Scooby-Doo villain. Like, when I ask people about Scooby-Doo villains, almost every single person says, the Creeper. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is so iconic. And so I was like, who? And I ended up going with the Trapper. I'm not sure if the Trapper fully fits, though. Like it's so hard. You know what? You guys tell me who you think should be the Creeper. You guys tell me. That's who I want to, like, who do you think should be the Creeper? That's your comment section homework. But that is the end of our list. I hope you guys enjoyed this little fun trip. It's very different from a lot of the stuff I usually do. Hey, this is actually the first video I've recorded with like a big smile on my face. I love Scooby-Doo so much, man. I love talking about it. You know, maybe I'll start like a series, like cartoon collaborations or something. We'll do Courage the Cowardly Dog next. Give me like a week or two to like actually sit down and think about that one. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today and get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.